Hey, what's happening, my people? This is some late night meanderings. This is tough for anybody who's lost somebody just close to them. I hadn't. I've never lost anybody that was supposed to be. Definitely not a part of me. I had a reason for existence. Somebody who made me definitely made me a better person. If you think about it, that's a powerful thing. I mean, Vinny couldn't even talk. And I just knew I had to be better. Not just better than my dad, but better, just a better human being than I was the day before, all the time, perpetually. And I did that, and I'm still doing it. It's a work in progress, going to be forever. Um, I enjoy it. Sometimes I don't, but the outcome is always worth it in the end. And it's painful. The void that's there, it's gonna be there. I'm always gonna know that he's not there. But I have to respect his choice, right? I'm out here fighting the fight against the same people that he left for, that were making him dark inside, that were making him think about shooting and all the things you start to think about in this world when your innocence is ripped from you by a ruling class that profits from our suffering. That's really what it is. And you know, I, Einstein. I loved Einstein's teachings. I love a lot of his personal letters to his daughter. I don't know if you knew how deeply spiritual he was. Um, Theory of relativity, relative to, pretty fucking spiritual, if you ask me. So really, there is nothing fixed, right? It's relative to the vantage point of the observer. Pretty profound. But um, you see, Einstein said there's one of his quotes that I really resonated with me at a young age was there's only two ways to live life. One is as if everything is a miracle. The other is as if everything is not. Now, me personally, I'm tragically optimistic. I haven't had a charmed life. I've worked my way into charm, and I've done some things for myself, and through the grace of others and the universe, whatever. I've been able to claw my way out of poverty. I lived a good life. I've lived a full life. Um, I wish many would have been able, and maybe he did. Maybe he did it better than me. I don't know. He let came an angel, left an angel. But 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 that Einstein quote, there is only two ways to live it, and my thing was always like, well, if you have a choice, right? Like you definitely have a choice. You can choose to think the miracle's going to come, or you can choose not to. You know what I mean? And if one affects your quality of life in a glib, negative sort of way, why would you choose it? Or program it, right? You know what I mean? Like, say, don't think about it. No miracles. Just put your head down, work, and pay your taxes. You know what I mean? All the things that we're indoctrinated with. That makes us not as good of humans, right? Like, but if I have a choice, and I do, we all have a choice. I'm choosing the miracle, motherfucker. Like I'm not fucking waiting around here for nothing to happen. Like, and I'm gonna go after that shit. But I really realized something through Vinny's passing that really went deep, and maybe it'll help somebody out there, maybe it won't. But at minimum, I that that really drove that home for me. Like I have a choice. I can choose to believe, or I can choose not to. I'm going to choose to believe. Because if I don't believe, what am I doing this for, right? Like, then I'll just follow Vinny. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's what autism does too. It's real pragmatic, real matter of fact. I'm out. You know what I mean? This is, you know what I mean? Like, I wonder if he was suffering. I do. But it was very pragmatic and very almost monotone, but wanted to show like we broke through his autism, and he got to feel love, and we didn't medicate him, so he got to live life He didn't have to live under sedation of this ruling class that profits from those medications and steals the kid's brainwaves. He got to be a kid, and he got to live every aspect of his childhood to the fullest, and that's not a bad mirror. But what I learned, and I'll get to it because I'll ramble forever when I'm in self contemplation. What I learned is that we waste a lot of time looking outside of ourselves for the miracle. You're waiting for something to happen. They say if just this, then tomorrow is this magical land where everything, all progress goes into die. So I'll do tomorrow. Tomorrow, no, there is no tomorrow. There's today. There's right now. And what are you going to do with right now? And what I realized with Vinny is that we're the miracle. Life is the miracle. This is a beautiful thing. No matter how bad your circumstances are, there's one thing. There's one thing that makes this entire thing a miracle, and that is you have possibility all the time. Like all the time, I can do something, just one little thing to make things better. I can do something. If you've ever read Viktor Frankl, The Man's Search for Meaning, and the concentration, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter where you are, how you're suffering. There's something you can always do to make it just a little bit better, and that matters. And that's what I lost with Vinny. And that's what really hurts is that there's so many things we could have fixed together. And you know what I mean? I'm a fix-it type dad, especially when it comes to fixing ourselves. I was looking forward to those moments. You know what I mean? I really was. I was present. I still am in his death. But now I'm even more present for Sophie because I realized that we are the miracle. This life is a miracle because every day we wake up, we have the opportunity to change it. There's power in that. There's great power in that. And that's what you lose when somebody chooses to leave, or even if they don't choose to live, there's an abrupt ending. The time of waking up with them and going through a rough time and being able to shift that, or just choosing to, get in a workout regimen or something like that and just be better than you were the day before. Illuminate the space you occupy while you got the miracle of life to occupy it. That's the miracle. The ability to do that every day. We have that quality, every one of us. And I don't have that with Vinny on. And I don't feel cheated. I know everything has its reason. But God damn it, there's some, I was looking forward to stuff. But I'll use that to never forget what I have with Sophia going forward. What I can have of the world around me. I could say it sucks. He doesn't have it. I don't know what he's doing right now. I don't know where consciousness goes. I don't know how that, how it changes form. I don't know any of that. I'm not going to proclaim that I do. But I'm quite sure it's not a concern for him. wherever he is and whatever that is, he knows something I don't. So, I'm still in my human experience, but in my human experience, I miss him. I miss him, and I wish he would have stuck around a little bit longer. But I also very much respect every bit of aspect of the man he showed me he was on his way out. You couldn't, if it has to happen, you couldn't ask for more compassion than what he offered. And in as articulate as he was, and the statement that he made for his generation, don't let them steal your light. There's you don't have to go shoot up schools. You don't have to go dark because that's what they want. Don't go dark. But kids need to know you don't have to do that either. And I wish Vinny, I gotta stop saying that. This was his mission. He was done. And the human in me is still He made a profound statement. He made a very profound statement. And in that statement, they stole his miracle. They stole my son's miracle. His ability to feel like tomorrow could be better. They stole that from me. And I'm going to make sure that they're exposed. Not just for him, not for me. It's never been about us. Vinny was, and I asked Vinny and Sophie when I had a million on the table and could have shut my mouth and just been comfortable and taken my company over. And we made the decision that we were going to fight for ourselves, for what was right, and for people who can't do it for themselves. So that's what I'm doing. People think I'm crazy. I'm far from crazy. Anybody in any common sense knows that. Furthest thing from a conspiracy theorist, even though that's a stupid term, I see things clearly in a way that I don't know that I've ever seen. You know, the love I had for Vinny and Sophie, that was so real. That was so, I just followed a compass and it led me here. You know, that's it. That's really the thing is it. I've been following the compass my entire life. And it's led me here. And it led Vinny there. And I can't fault it for knowing better than me or him did. You know, but God damn it, man. We're so blessed to have opportunity. Animals don't have it like that, you know what I mean? They might find a better early day. But, you know, I mean, if you think about it, every thinking system, even AI, generational intelligence, I call it, it can be better than it was the day before. If you think about it, an ant can build its walls a little higher, you know, and carry a little more food. It can, everything. Yeah, I was talking with a physicist, Jude Currivan. She wrote I forget what the name of the book is. It's fucking amazing, you know. And you know, I met her when I was out in London for the conference for consciousness and human evolution, and she came up and she was talking about entropy, and you know, you know what, I think entropy is a choice. I don't believe in it the way that. I don't think everything devolves into chaos, but I think that's a very human perspective, I said, because you look at a supernova as cataclysmic, possibly, but really that's what bursts forth all life. You know what I mean? So it's a matter of perspective. And she said, well, you're right. I agree with you. I said, oh, okay. And she said, I call the Big Bang the Big Breath. She said, because all we can do is accumulate information. We don't lose information. We continue to accumulate information. Right? So even when we pass, you know, wherever Vinny is now, he's accumulated more information and he's going to continue to do that into infinity, I guess. I don't know. So knowing that in every moment, there's the possibility to make the next moment better somehow. Choose it. Choose it. This ruling class, they're the most cowardly humans on the face of the planet. They're not that tough. They got a lock on things right now, and they're making things tough for me. But I believe in the miracle, and the miracle is our birthright. Heaven on earth is our birthright. You feel it, you know it. It's in the pit of your stomach and in your soul. You feel that shit. You know that the way we've been taught to live is wrong. You know that. We all know that. This is the miracle. It's not going to happen for you. You need to live it. And that's really been driven home through, through Vinny. God works in mysterious ways. Vinny didn't die. He's in another form now. And it's infinite. And it's me, the human, that misses him. And it's okay to do that, you know. But I'm not going to dwell on what could have been because it wasn't supposed to be. This is what it was supposed to be. And And if this is if the takeaway from this is that we can do something to shed some light on what it is that they're doing to our children, what they've been doing to our children since the beginning of this country and prior to that, um, we can change things. But you got to believe in the miracle. Because if you don't believe in the miracle, you're not living life. You're a commodity, and you're a worker bee. We're a tool for them to expose us at will, buy and sell at will. You're exactly what they want you to be when you don't believe in the miracle. We're changing this thing. Give me equanimity and liberty, or give me death. Benny stepped into the mission in a way life takes its turns. But you're a bad motherfucker, dude. Wherever you are, and I don't know what you're going, but I love you, bud. I love you. And your death was a as tragic as it is really opened my eyes to the miracle that life is. I choose the miracle. I love you.